You'll never see His Majesty grab a pen to sign autographs for his fans, because it could potentially lead to forgeries or, worse yet, a form of identity theft. So, if you're fortunate enough to meet the monarch, you might want to think twice before asking for a signature. The same goes for selfies in 2017, when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle greeted crowds in Nottingham. Markle reportedly declined to take a selfie with fans because she wasn't allowed to do so. Daily Mirror royal correspondent Victoria Murphy noted that the Duchess was learning the royal ropes. So, while some bystanders have captured selfies with royals in the past, His Majesty is not supposed to snap selfies with fans. The king is required to accept all gifts graciously. In fact, it's a general rule that all members of the royal family should take anything they're given at engagements. The king must wait 1 year for his coronation. Although King Charles has already ascended the British throne, he must wait 12 months before he's officially crowned in the coronation. It's already been confirmed that will take place on May 6, 2023. The king can't accept any food or beverages from strangers, especially at events that are not sanctioned. The rule is enforced to protect His Majesty from getting sick or being poisoned. It is recommended that members of the royal family do not eat shellfish. It is technically not a requirement, but the rule is still strictly followed by several royals, because shellfish can increase the likelihood of getting food poisoning. There's a long list of dining rules that King Charles must follow to maintain tradition. For instance, when he's having a conversation at the dinner table, he must speak only to the guest seated on his right during the first course. And during the second course, he can turn and speak to the visitor on his left. There is a dress for the royals when traveling abroad for public engagements. It's customary for members of the royal family to wear outfits that incorporate the country's culture. Sometimes it is a piece of traditional attire that's often worn by the locals. Speaking of traveling, King Charles is also required to pack an all-black ensemble. Why? Well, should there be a sudden death followed by a funeral, the king won't have to awkwardly scramble for decent black attire. King Charles is not allowed to travel together with Prince William on the same aircraft. With King Charles as ruler and Prince William as the heir apparent, they're not allowed to fly on the same aircraft, because both of their lives would be at risk if an accident were to happen. The same rule will apply to Prince William and his son, Prince George, once the young royal turns 12, since no two heirs of the British throne can travel together. Perhaps the most well-known rule is that the royal family cannot vote or publicly discuss their political opinions, because they're expected to maintain neutrality when it comes to these matters. Although the king does have a history of speaking his mind, we imagine he'll begin to follow in the footsteps of his mother, who wasn't nearly as outspoken regarding political issues.